Okay, so my name is Chieu. I'm a physiotherapist and the director at CPPhysio. We're based in the Inner West and Wahroonga. The clinic has been open for 4 years now. We treat everything, every muscle and joint injury, and loving seeing mums and dads and just everyone in the community, but we do specialise in vertigo and concussion. So I guess my treatment style is, number one, it's a two-way street. So oftentimes we get people coming in and doing things I've never seen before. I've got acrobats, and all these different weird and pole dancing that I don't know about. So it's about listening to what they do and with demonstration, and then that with my expertise in just understanding the body, we get there in the end. And I think with healthcare, it's about helping people understand. So when we can explain something simple enough that the client understands and they know where we're going, they get the result. There's no medical jargon and stuff like that. So you're keeping it simple and knowing them beyond their injury. So I love knowing about when the kids are going back to school, or they're expecting the first child, or they've landed a new job, or those little things are what makes it great being a physio here. I think you can't choose one or the other. I mean, they both have a role, and it's find the right balance. The way I see it is like hands-on therapy is important because that's like the WD-40. That's like the training wheels that people need to enable them to do what they want to do, So that might require a bit of, moving the joint or releasing a joint or taping this and that. But I always tell my patients, it's either training wheels or WD-40. And then the exercise of things is how to maintain it. So we don't want people just coming back with the same problem. So when they come in, we do something, there's a bit of improvement, we need to maintain that improvement. So every time they come in, they're always moving forward. So it's never one or the other, it's definitely a combination of both. I think, from my experience, there's this physio sometimes just make it very didactic, saying 10 by 3s. And at the clinic here, we understand that people have lives, people have jobs, people have social lives, have families. So my first thing is that understanding what their schedule's like and see where we can fit in. And the commitment is very small. It's if no one's ever trained before, no one's really done exercise, we've seen a physio before. If you do it once, and if you spend 10 minutes once a week, that's already 100% than what you did before. So making it really simple and bite-sized, and I find that works really well. It doesn't put extra stress on anyone, and I get really good compliance. The reason I reached out really, I met another allied health professional, I think 2 years back, and I was just talking about just, opening up the clinic, and she told me to look into this network. So I just joined up more because I work by myself, and it was a way to just keep updated, in touch with what's going on within our community from the policy side, from the community side. And there was a lot of PD that you wouldn't get otherwise. I went to some courses that I wouldn't have known, and so I've really enjoyed that. I haven't been able to network with people within CESPHN yet, but I'm sure that they'll come. As a physio, I think it's just the constant newsletters coming out and emails, which I actually read. And particularly when you're by yourself, it just helps. Sometimes you can get stuck in your own head, stuck in the clinic, stuck in the work, and you just lose sight of what's going on. So it's really refreshing just to have an email pop up, particularly in COVID. There was a lot of information about what's going on, where we're going. And even initially when they said that there's a shortage of masks, and if you guys just send this through, we'll send you, and they sent masks through. So a lot of support in that regard. Otherwise, I wouldn't know where to go or what to do. And the process was very simple. From an allied health point of view, I've been to some workshops, I've been able to meet other health professionals there, which is really nice because from a clinic side, we're all on our different journey, and it's interesting to know that we go through the same things, but be able to share that and help each other has been really great. Yep. Yes, we do use digital health here at the clinic. We initially used it more from a maintenance point of view. I think through COVID was very interesting. I don't think that digital health completely replaces the in-person sessions, particularly if someone's acute and you need to actually feel them, see how they move. But it definitely has a good role in just stopping people doctor Googling and making sure that they don't risk themselves getting more injured. So just having that protocol to saying, hey, this is my injury, what should I do? Oftentimes hey, look, this should be okay. We do some quick tests. If you do this, you'll be fine. Or no, actually, you need to get this done, or you're probably best to come in to get that addressed. The other thing I've found helpful with is when someone's gone past that acute phase, so they're all the middle or the end part of their treatment, and it is more exercise-based. It's really helpful, particularly with mums and dads or working around their schedules, for them to be able to see me in the home, see me on their lunch break, after work when they put the kids to bed without having to come out has been really helpful. Pandemic is interesting. There's a lot of uncertainty at the start, and like I said, I was just kind of every Sunday night just listening to the PM talk and seeing what we were going to do. So I was prepared to close. People were starting to leave because I had other priorities, which is fine. But what really made me confident was people who I'd never seen before would go online to the website, book in, but if they had symptoms, they'd say, hey, look, I booked in, I've got some symptoms, I'm going to get tested. And for me, like, I've never met them, they've never met me, but it's just that community where we care about each other that gave me a lot of confidence to stay open. So I did stay open during the COVID period, and we've set up some measures in the clinic itself, so time between appointments so that patients wouldn't cross over each other and things like that. So we were very confident as we went through the pandemic that we could continue to practice while being safe and minimising the spread.